Yeah, good evening, my dear friends and my dear students. Welcome back to Official Language Channel. This is Niranjan. So, in this class, we would like to discuss a brief introduction about the past perfect continuous tense. Past perfect continuous tense. As we see in altogether all tenses, especially the perfect tense, we find it is related to both actions. The past, what we can say, the perfect tense, whether it is a present perfect tense or a past perfect tense or past perfect continuous tense, whatever the perfect tenses we find, these tenses, what we can say, are related with the another tense. That means there is some linking we find in especially in perfect tenses. I hope that you understand. That means, for example, the present perfect tense, if you see the present perfect tense, it is somewhat related with the past tense. For example, while using present perfect tense, we are not supposed to say that exactly the action which is just completed. The action which is just completed, that can be, we can use the present perfect tense. At the same time, the present perfect tense also used when the action, completed without time reference. Without time reference. For example, I have seen, a movie recently. I have seen a movie recently. So, in the sense, the perfect tense, when we go through that, the tenses, the perfect tense is not exactly says that it is just completed actions. At the same time, past actions, that means, without time reference, we can use the past actions also the present perfect tense as well as present perfect tense. Next, past perfect tense. The past perfect tense is nothing but action which was completed over a period of time in the past. This tense is connected with the simple past tense. Because while we talk in the two actions in the past tense, the first action is used in the past perfect tense. After that, simple past tense is used. So already that we already learnt in the last classes. There might be, there may be some what we can say linkers also we find when before. Okay, when before. After also we can find these linkers. After, before, when. So at the same time, the past perfect continuous tense or future perfect continuous tense. What I am saying is, once if you want to learn the all tenses, you should try to understand the perfect tense. What is perfect in the sense it is somewhat related with the two actions. It is related to actions. So in this, past perfect continuous tense is also, used with the time reference. And at the same time, we cannot use the time reference. Past perfect continuous tense can be expressive. What I am talking is here, the past perfect continuous tense is also linked with the simple past tense. Now, in this session, we would like to, learn the past perfect continuous tense. Past perfect continuous tense. So, this is continuous tense in nothing but this is progress. Whatever the continuous tense we find, that is in progress. So, where it is progress, the action which began in the past and still in progress over a period of time in the past is called, that is past perfect continuous tense. Once again I am repeating, the action began in the past, still in progress over a period of time, still in a progress over a period of time in the past itself. That means over a period of time or a certain time, the action that was going to complete, that is past perfect continuous tense. Right. The action already began in the past and still in progress over a period of time, the past itself. Right. First of all, we should try to learn the structure is very important. Subject, had, this is the helping verb, had been, V1, ing equal to V4, V1 plus ing, that we may consider V4 ing form, verb plus ing object. So this is the structure of the past perfect continuous tense. Here, had is the helping verb. We can use the same helping verb is used for any subject. I had, we had, you had, they had, he had, she had, it had. Likewise, we can use this had helping verb. This is the structure of the past perfect continuous tense. Right. So let me go for examples. Okay, for example, I have been sleeping till 7 o'clock today. So what is exactly past perfect continuous tense? Now in this session, we would like to see a brief nutshell about the examples. Then you can understand very easily. I have been sleeping till 7 o'clock today. I have been sleeping till 7 o'clock today. That means after 7 o'clock, the action was not in progress. This is very important point which try to understand. I had been sleeping today up to or till 7 o'clock in the sense, after 7 o'clock, the action was not in progress. That means the action already started in the past, but exactly we don't know the time when the action began. This is also very important. Beginning time, we do not know. That doesn't mention. Beginning time, is not there in this text. Ending time is very important. Ending time is very important. Beginning time doesn't mention. For example, the action started in the past. I had been sleeping till 7 o'clock today. Or you can say that yesterday I had been sleeping till 7 o'clock. This is the example which we can use by using past perfect continuous tense. That means after 7 o'clock, the action was not in progress. The action was not there in progress. This is very important. Next one. See so many examples. I had been waiting for you till 5 o'clock. I had been waiting for you till 5 o'clock. I had been making a cup of coffee up to 7 o'clock. I had been making a cup of coffee up to 7 o'clock. You can write number of examples. You can write number of examples with using past perfect continuous tense. I had been learning English before I learnt Telugu. Before I learnt Telugu, I had been learning English. Otherwise, we can say that I had been learning Telugu before I learnt English. So here, what I am saying, these examples just I hope that you can understand. Now, what I am doing here, connecting the tense. What I am doing, the connecting with other tense. Simple past tense is also connected with the, what we can say, the past perfect continuous tense. So, what are the time indicators or some, what we can say, yes, time indicators or else linkers we can find in this past perfect continuous tense. You can use until, you can use till, until, up to, before. Can use till, until, up to, before. Yes. So as I told you, I had been sleeping till 7 o'clock today. I had been watching television until 7 o'clock today. I had been making a cup of coffee up to 6 o'clock. Likewise, you can make different sentences by using past perfect continuous tense. Now we see how to, conversion, or what we can say, how to connect with the other, linking with the other tense. Now we discuss. See, for example, time indicates already, right? I have been learning English before you learnt Hindi. I had been learning English before you learnt Hindi. That means what you find here, when you learnt Hindi, I am not learning English. That means when you learnt Hindi, up to that particular end of the time, I am not learning English at present. This is the meaning. I have been learning English, in the sense, this action already started in the past. We do not know the time exactly when the action started. So that I have been learning English before you learnt Hindi. So when you learnt Hindi, after that, I am not learning English. That means already I learnt English. Right. Coming to next one. It had been raining throughout the day. So why I am saying these examples? Because you can write so many sentences like this. Without the time reference, we can use the sentences by using past perfect continuous tense. For example, I had been playing cricket the whole day. I had been playing cricket the whole day. That means here we are not referring the time. Without time reference also, we can use this past perfect continuous tense. Okay? So likewise, it had been raining throughout the day. Throughout the day, here we can't find any exact point of time mentioned. Okay? Some students may get a doubt. This past perfect continuous tense time reference is mandatory or not. Of course, it depends on the speaker. If you use time reference while using this past perfect continuous tense, the others or the listeners can understand better. Okay, so the listener can understand better what we said, what is our intention, or our communication is also. They can understand our communication when we use the time reference. Okay, so here I have been writing number of sentences. Also, I would like to try my level best to give a beautiful examples. See, she had been crying before she got ice cream. She had been crying before she got ice cream. When she got ice cream, she was not crying. Okay, so this is very important point. The action already started in the past and still in progress over a period of time, and then there is the matter, and the action there ends. Okay, after that the action was not in progress. This is very important point to try to understand here. When she got ice cream, then she started, he stopped crying. Okay, so like, for example, you see so many examples. Yes, I had been preparing examinations. I had been preparing examinations before I started YouTube channel. I had been preparing examinations before I started YouTube channel. Okay, so likewise sentences we can use. For example, NTR, senior NTR, see, NTR had been acting in Telugu film industry. NTR, senior NTR, had been acting in Telugu film industry before he entered in the politics. Okay, I had been reaching there before you reached it. So likewise, you can write many sentences by using past perfect continuous tense. It's a very beautiful tense. most of the people are not using this tense. But whenever the opportunity comes to use the past perfect continuous tense, the main important point what I am going to say here, language can be learned by speaking itself. Language can be learned by speaking itself, but not reading, but not what we can say listening or writing. So listening is also one of the important skills. First, so the main important thing is speaking itself. If you want to speak itself, try to speak itself. Then there is, because though so many what we can say mistakes might be fine. That's different matter. One or other day we will rectify. Okay, this is rectify and make sure that definitely children will speak language without any mistakes. Okay, mistakes are common. Don't focus on mistakes. This is very important point. Mistakes, don't focus on mistakes, focus on speaking. If you goes on speaking, what happens? Definitely you will get what we can say that command the particular subject. This exposure is very important. How much you expose towards the language is important. So that's what I want to share with you in this class. Yes, and one more thing I would like to say. So this is, for example, this one, I have been sleeping till 7 o'clock today. This is an assertive sentence. Okay, I had not been sleeping till 7 o'clock. This is a negative sentence. Question, making question. Had I been sleeping till 7 o'clock today? Question is asking myself. If you want to, you ask the question others. Had you been sleeping? Had you been sleeping yesterday till 7 o'clock? Had they, use the had only. Had they been sleeping yesterday till 7 o'clock? Likewise, just a simple thing is, the helping verb comes in the beginning of the sentence, then you use the, question. Your question tag is hadn't I, hadn't we, hadn't you, hadn't they, hadn't he, hadn't she, hadn't it. This is the question tag, right? And there is no passive voice because already we find the being form is here, and when V1 plus ing is there in the structure. That's why being is also used. That's why already V3 form is we find here. That's why there is no passive voice here. And coming to this question tag, double H questions. Where had you been? Where had you been going there? What had you been doing there? What had you been doing there throughout the day? Rajesh, what had you been doing there throughout the day? Okay, Rama, what had you been doing there? Likewise, that means not now, in the past, what had you been doing there? Okay, such questions, double H questions also use with using this past perfect continuous tense. So I hope that you like this video. So please like it and share it and subscribe my channel and tap the bell icon button to get the latest notifications. Thank you very much.